Hi everybody, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day and I hope you're enjoying your time in and taking it for all it's worth. Okay, so I have been getting really into reading birth charts. I've been pretty good at it, so I'm still not all the way there, so I have it written down, but I wanted to do for Kenneka. It's one that's case has really plagued me. And a lot of people, didn't know what happened, and nobody's telling the truth, and when nobody's telling the truth, you gotta see what's gonna happen. Well, birth charts don't lie, so I did a transit for the day that she was found. So her sun was in Virgo in her fourth house. The fourth house is the foundation of all things, including our home, our privacy, our basic security, our parents, especially our mother, children, your own nurturing abilities, and giving yourself some tender love and care. So the fourth house is governed by a Cancer, which the ruler is the moon, which is emotions, instincts, and habits, okay? So her sun was in Virgo. So Virgo rules the sixth house of health and service, schedules, organization, routines, like exercise, healthy living, being of service to others, so that would be working, stuff like that. And the sun is, our main concern, our self, our main concern, and our vitality, okay? And that's in the fourth house of Cancer, of our home. Basically, our home, our mother, our parents, it'll be children and stuff like that. I'm going to do my best to explain it. I might not explain it the best, but I'm going to break it down so you guys understand, okay? So, next is her moon was in Taurus, and it was in the 12th house. Checked on my own spit. It's terrible. Okay, so the moon was in Taurus in the 12th house, which the ruler of the moon is Cancer, which is her home, children, mother, basic foundation. And that's in the 12th house of endings, final stages of projects, tying up loose ends, completion, surrender, separation from society, secret enemies, and the imagination. Taurus rules over the second house, which is immediate material, physical environment, or, what we can see, taste, touch, smell, all that. And it also rules income and money. Taurus, and then the moon, okay. So that's all that we need on that one. Next is her Mercury is in Virgo in the fourth house. Mercury is the planet of communication, intellect, and reason. And it's in the fourth house of her home, mother, children, nurturing abilities, right? The fourth house. And it's in Virgo, which is in her sixth house of health and service, being of service to others. So helping someone, being of service to someone that's her mother or her parents. Okay, and that's in her 12th house, right? And the 12th house is ruled by Pisces, which is ruled by Neptune. And Neptune is imagination, dreams, delusions. Interesting. I'm going to continue on. And then the next, because it's crazy. Her Venus is in Leo in the fourth house. Again, her home, mothering abilities, children, mother, privacy, basic security, foundation of all things. Okay, so obviously we can see from just right now, her home is where it ended. Well, yeah, her home is where it began and ended. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Her Venus is in Leo in her fourth house of home, mother, all that. Venus is over Taurus, and it's over our seventh house of Libra. Taurus is the immediate material, our physical environment, right? And 7 is Libra, which is relationships with other people. It governs all partnerships, business and personal relationships, associated matters like contracts, marriage, business deals. And, Venus is love and money. Oh, goodness. Leo rules over the 5th house of self-expression, drama, creativity, attention, romance, fun, and play. So, mad. It's just okay. It's Leo in the 4th house. And Leo is... Who rules over Leo? Sorry, guys. Leo's over the sun, which is us. Leo rules over the sun, which is us. So this is her. She's experiencing drama. She's trying to express herself. Okay, so next one is Mars in Virgo. In the 4th house. Wow. I didn't even notice this. She has so many 4th houses on this day. So it happened at her home, and it involved her parents, especially her mother. Dang. Sorry, I lost where I was. Mars in Virgo. Mars in Virgo in the 4th house, which we already know. 4th house is the foundation of all things, includes your home, privacy, basic security, your parents, especially your mother. And that is, and then she's in the 6th house. She's being of service to her mother. Routines, helpful, being of service to others. Working for her mom. Interesting. And then Mars is in the 1st house. It's ruled by Aries, and it covers all first: the self, the appearance, leadership, fresh starts, beginnings. Okay. All right. That's beginnings. And Mars is action, desire, aggression. So we have Mars in Virgo, 4th house. And the sun, her. So aggression at her, because she's Virgo. Sun's in Virgo in her 4th house, which is her. Aggression toward her in the 4th house. Yes, she is at home, okay. She got killed at home, or she's at home and asked to come. We'll see. Jupiter in Libra in the 6th house. 6th house is a Virgo. Health and service schedules. Wow, okay. And Jupiter is the ruler of Saturn, Sagittarius, which is the 9th house of higher mind expansion, international, long-distance travel, inspiration, luck, risk, adventure. It's religion, moral, and ethics as well. And that's in the 9th house. And the ruler of Saturn rules over Capricorn, which is the 10th house, which is the most public part. Structures, corporations, traditions, public images, fame, honors, achievements, boundaries, rules, discipline, authority figures, and fathers. Oh. Wow. Saturn, Sagittarius. Sorry, guys. I was just... Oh, wait. I'm in the wrong one. Okay, hang on. Okay. So Jupiter is in Libra. I got that right. Okay, and that's... I don't know why I did Saturn yet. Okay. Just X out Saturn. Not right. Okay, so Jupiter in Libra in the 6th house. Jupiter is over Sagittarius, which is over the 9th house. We've already went over the 6th house being Virgo. It's over her, which is in the 4th house. Libra is over the 2nd house, 7th house, which is relationships and other people. Governs all partnerships, business and personal, relationships, associated matters, contracts, marriage, all that. The next, Saturn in Sagittarius, which is the 9th house of higher mind, international, long distance travel, inspiration, moral, ethics, and religion. And it is in her house of death. The 8th house is the house of death, which is Scorpio. It's birth, death, sex, transformation, mysteries, merged energies, rules over property and money. And so this is her house of death. She has 2 in her house of death. Saturn rules over Capricorn, which is the most public part, corporations, traditions, honors, rules, discipline, authority figures, and father. Okay, so her father is in her house of death. Rules, contracts. So would this be gambling, morals, and ethics? Would it be for the money from her dead father to inherit it? Okay, we're going to go to the next one, which is Uranus and Aries. Uranus and Aries in her 12th house, which is of endings. Uranus and Aries, 12th house. And it rules endings, final stages of projects, tying up loose ends, surrender, separation from society, hidden agendas, secret enemies, and the imagination. Okay. And Uranus rules over Aquarius. Uranus is a rebellion, a century upheaval. So that's being a rebellion, not wanting to. Wow. Okay. Aries is Mars, is its ruler's action, aggression. Aries rules over our 1st house, covers all first impressions, the self, appearance, leadership, fresh starts, and beginnings. And that's in our 12th house, the beginning, and then, oh my goodness. Aries, and that's going to be, yeah. Wow, okay. Neptune is in Pisces in the 10th house. Neptune rules over, it's the ruler of Pisces, so it's in, and those are both water. And Neptune is imagination, dreams, and delusion. So I'm going to say that could be drugs or something like that. Yeah, it could be drugs, or it could be being knocked out, something like that. And it's in the 10th house of Capricorn, which is what her death's in. Most public part, corporations, traditions, public image, fame, honors, authority figures, and fathers. And Pisces is over the 12th house of endings. So a father disciplining her. She was being disciplined? What? So, I'm going to say a father and water. Killed her in water. Father discipline. Yeah. Okay, so Uranus in 12th, Neptune, that was in 10th. Pisces, okay. Her Pluto is in Capricorn in the 12th house again. So, Pluto rules over Scorpio, which is our house of death, and it's in the house of death. So, it's in the, yeah, this is where it happens, right here and right here. So, it's water, okay, Neptune and Pisces, that's water. Pluto is also water, because Scorpio is water. Capricorn is the most public part. Capricorn's always about work, materialism. Karma is what Saturn is considered. Saturn is considered the planet of karma. So they feel like her death was karma. Karma for higher mind. Gambling, taking risks, not having morals and ethics, they felt. Yeah. It's about structure, restriction, pessimism, and the 12th house of places that people, people don't want to go. Going places people don't want to go, and those are in her death house. So the 2 that are in her house of death, are in her house of death, are Pluto, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Saturn. Pluto rules over Scorpio, the house of death, so it rules over it. And Capricorn, so Capricorn, the person that killed her would be a Capricorn. And let's see, the person who killed her would be a Capricorn, and possibly a Sagittarius, or she was a Sagittarius. Saturn rules over Capricorn. Oh, wait. Saturn rules over Capricorn in the house of death, and the house of death right here. So these two. So there are two people, Capricorn and Sagittarius, and so it would be higher mind, international long distance travel, inspiration, luck, risk, adventure, gambling, religion, morals, and ethics, and, oh Jesus, 10, the most public part structures, corporations, traditions, fame, honors, achievement, awards, boundaries, rules, discipline, authority figures, and fathers. So she took a gamble. She didn't have any moral and ethics. It was against their religion, I guess. And he disciplined her for not having morals and, wow, okay. Goodness. Her true node is in Leo in the 4th house again. Leo rules over, I forget what house the Leo rules over. Probably should have gotten this a little more together. Okay, so, self-expression, drama, creativity, color, romance, fun, and play. Because she was doing something that was morally wrong. He didn't like it in her house. And that's her true node, which is her potential. True nodes, Leo. Self-expression, drama, creativity, romance, fun, and play. Her potential in the 4th house of foundations, all things, includes home, privacy, basic security, children, own mothering abilities. Ascendant in Leo in the 4th house. And Taurus, midheaven, 1st house. Taurus, midheaven. Midheaven is your career, your true vocation in life. So that's Taurus in the 1st house, all first. Appearance, leadership, fresh starts, beginnings. Vocation in life, Taurus. 2nd, physical, material, video, environment, touch, sound, smells, income. Interesting. Okay, so if we look at it this way, because, you know, the moon is feminine. It's our emotions, instincts, and habits. Moon is in Taurus in the 12th house. You know, Taurus is our income, money, our physical environment, taste, touch, sound. So, she got killed for that reason. So the 12th house is going to be, you know, Uranus and Aries, which is the rebellion. Rebellion, Aries is first. She was rebelling. This was her first, a fresh start for her. It was supposed to be, he was supposed to be leading her. Covers all, you know, it covers all first. So it could have even been a first time, like being out, making an appearance, even. Something to do with her foundation, which is the people in her family. That is her, you know, her home, her mother. Yeah. I don't like this at all. But you can definitely, that's why I love reading birth charts, and I do the transit charts. It really shows you what was going on, her communication with someone in the 4th house about her, about self, main concern, vitality, and Virgo. Her main concern was her home, you know, basic security. The mother's main concern was that. And I think, did 2 people die the night that Kenneka died? Does she have a sibling that might have died? Because the way I see it here, she had concern for a sibling. In the 4th house, she communicated with a sibling who is concerned about the home security. Leo, Venus, love. Yeah. That's funny. I was listening to Teresa Martin's video, the newest one, where she's like, y'all left my baby. You know, that one? She said, I knew that the lion had her, right? Well, lion is Leo. It's considered the sign of Leo, which, you know, if you know that the drama had her or she was already gone, Leo, hey, I lost my page. Leo is over, what is it? Oh, Leo's ruled by the sun, and that's, you know, the self. Leo's ruled by her. Ooh. Self-made concern. Self-made concern. Venus, love and money. Her main concern was love and money. She didn't care about Kenneka. She only cared about herself and her home security. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. So, definitely water 2 times. Water is definitely how she went out, and that is actually the most public part, structures, corporations. I think that's when Neptune, Pisces. That's when, that's what we think, you know, we're thinking happened. That's not what happened. I think she was drowned. But I think somebody else was killed because of the siblings communicating with the sibling. Communication, intellect, reason is the reason it happened because of the 4th house, her foundation. Her mother and her father. Her father's death, that her mom wanted the money. This is what I see here. Her mom wanted the money. Kenneka was rebelling against her. She wasn't staying at home. She wasn't doing what she was supposed to. Oh, and she also said, I knew that the lion had her, and then I knew the devil had her. The devil is of Capricorn, is the Capricorn symbol, like the symbol for the Capricorn zodiac sign is the devil. And it's in her house of death as well. It's in her house of death, ruled by Pluto, which is the ruler of Scorpio of death. He's the ruler of death. So the person that killed her is a Capricorn, and that is the beginning of January, the end of December, beginning of January to kind of mid-January. That is the time frame, or that is the around about when that person's birthday would be. I don't like that at all. At all. She was being very, drama-filled. She was being rebellious. She didn't want to do what she was told to do. And she didn't, I think that it's almost like she had to be done away with then, for some reason, and I don't know what. I'm kind of seeing, that's crazy. So just so you know, I am a clairvoyant empath. Do tarot card readings and stuff like that. Gotten really a lot better at reading cards and stuff, but, and being able to see things, but I see 2 people almost like they're not in the same place. It's her. Okay. Her sibling passed away with her. They look alike. The same day as her. It's really weird. Trying to get a little more, but so what one? Let's see her chart. Where's her chart at? So I'm gonna say one was like their throat was cut. Cause like I just see like that. I mean, I don't know, cause, and then the water was like to wash off the blood, or she was drowned too, maybe. So maybe one was drugged, cause I can see Neptune and Pisces being drugging them to pass them out, and then like drowning them. But one definitely, it was drama filled, and it was like. Her throat was cut. Yeah. So, sorry, my camera keeps sliding. Yeah. So, yeah, that's her birth chart for that day. Either a twin or a sibling. They look alike to me, but I see two people. And yeah. So she was put in there. I see a man, an older man, and a lady. I'm assuming that's her mother. And I think that if you can listen to what she said, it kind of jives with it. Because she was like, even if you're gone, I still don't have my baby even when you leave. Like, did you really do all this for a man, for money, and for a man, for love and for money? It's horrible, 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 and I hope not. I mean, no disrespect to anybody, but birth charts don't lie. People do. Y'all have a great day, and I hope you'll come back to my channel and subscribe. Thank you.